Happy Friday, everyone. Happy day 59. I got some really good feedback yesterday from this kind of list. So I thought today, for this various random topic that we always throw in during the week, why not throw in like a listicle of 5 things that I really believe that are so different in school than in business. And look, this listicle is not about what kind of should schools change or how should school adjust or adapt. It's not something I want to go into because I'm not really sure this is going to be so easy to actually adjust. But it's just something that is so different to how a business works or how actually life in business is later on. So let's dive in. Number one, in school, it's all about passing. And passing most of the time means that you're in the like that you have more than 51%, right? It depends. Depends on the school system, but it's always about passing. But in real life, it's actually a insane curve where the top 1% get everything. So it's not even the A students who get everything. It's actually the best A students who get everything. And afterwards, it drops off significantly. And I think in school, this is completely false. I mean, part of that is good, but on the other hand, this really doesn't prepare people for real life. And I think a lot of people come out are so entitled because they really always thought, hey, here's a sticker and here's this. But actually, real life business is so different when it comes to that. Number two, in school, it's all about being cool. It's about being the sports person. When in real life, it's actually really about being the nerd. It's about being the person who really understands the subject well. This is so different. And look, I was quite fortunate that I was really good in sports and I was always quite smart and I had a very easy time studying. So I kind of had the best out of both worlds. But this is so crazy when you kind of consider this in real life. The best people in business, and doesn't matter if doesn't matter if you are the entrepreneur or just working, are people who are real subject experts. If you have subject experts in school, these kids get made fun of, right? The geography experts and so on. I don't know. So this is so interesting how different this is actually in school. In school, the kids who basically have no clue are sometimes the most popular kids. When at work, I mean, some of the most popular team members are those that are really the smartest and they really understand that stuff super well inside out. Number three, at school, you get punished for trying things out, for making mistakes, for not falling in line. It's really like that. You have to follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, you get expelled. Don't make mistakes. You get punished for mistakes. You can do 9 things well. If you do the 10th thing wrong, you get kind of laughed at. Business, work, and so on is the exact opposite. You can attempt, and if you then make it, well, that can be your blow through. And I think that is so different. And I think people really don't get prepared from school how business and how a career works. Number four, at school, you get punished for copying stuff. Whereas in business and the real world, you actually are incentivized to copy. Now, I want to be very clear. It's about doing this legally, right? There's things that are not legal when copying, especially in academics with trademarks and so on. But you can always look at other businesses and other companies, how they are doing it, and you can copy from them and you can learn from them. In school, it's the exact opposite, right? You're not allowed to even ask someone question, learn from someone during the test or something. And this is so different to how business and school works. To me, that's always insane. Number five is how the real world has no deadlines. The real world is very practical. It's all about having experience. When school, it's all about handing in the paper by a certain deadline. It's so theoretical. There's very little practical approach. And this is so different. And so, what my kind of takeaway from that is, I'm not necessarily saying the school system needs to be reformed or there needs to be like complete change. I think on some parts it definitely has to, and I would be very interested to hear your opinion down below. But to me, this like it probably needs some adjustment and it needs some awareness, especially in the later years. And I've experienced this also, especially obviously with the Western school systems, the Asian school systems. Quite interesting to also look at that and also seeing that with my own kids who attend international schools where a lot of the local kids obviously attend the local schools. And so it's just quite interesting to see that a bit. Let me know what you think about this. And again, let me know if you want to have more of these listicles. I'm done for this week because I have the plans for tomorrow already. But maybe for next week, I can do another one. I have like 1 or 2 or 3 ideas. So let me know in the comments below. Follow, subscribe, click the bell icon. And then I'll see you next time. All the best, Julian. Bye-bye.